My name is Bridgette Young Ross, and I serve as the Dean of the Chapel in Spiritual Life here at Emory. When I think about what it means for us to move beyond tolerance to respect and looking at giving students an opportunity to fully observe their religious holidays, I think about what I say to parents who are leaving their first-year students here for the first time, which is, you've given them roots, now give them wings, and together we teach them to fly. So whether your students are undergraduate, graduate, or professional, we always must remember that those religious and faith traditions are important to them. It gives their lives meaning, and it helps them know how to navigate their way in the world. We're constantly engaged with the deans of all the schools to help them remember and to recommend to faculty how important it is to accommodate those times where students need to be with family, friends, and in deep engagement of their own traditions.
A day that's meaningful to Hindus is Diwali. This is the Hindu New Year. Often during this day, people take time to rest, relax, meet with friends and family, enjoy the great food our culture has put forth for many years, and yeah, it's great.
And my favorite Baha'i religious holy day is Nowruz. Nowruz is literally translated into New Day from Farsi, and it is technically the Persian and Baha'i New Year. Nowruz is my favorite religious holiday because it's been a really big part of my family for as long as I've been around, and it's a time when you can reflect on yourself in the past year and decide how you feel about it and what you would like to improve on, what you'd like to change. And there's a lot of festivities, there's parties, you get to be with family, there's gift exchanges, and it's a really great time.
Today I'm going to talk to you about the significance of one of the major Muslim holidays, Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha is basically celebrated around 40 days after the end of Ramadan, and basically this signifies the sacrifice that Prophet Abraham made in the way of Allah, the God. Basically what he did was that God asked him in his dream to sacrifice his most prized possession, and Abraham said that his most prized possession is his son, Prophet Ismail. So, following God's command, Abraham set out to sacrifice Ismail, and what happened was that God was pleased with this obedience, and he instead sent a ram instead of the son. So basically Abraham sacrificed the ram instead of his son, and that's kind of like the entire significance, that basically following God's command. And so because of that, every time in Eid al-Adha, people sacrifice like animals like goats and cows, remembering that sacrifice that Abraham made for God.
One of the most important Jewish holidays for me is Yom Kippur. It occurs 10 days after the Jewish New Year, called Rosh Hashanah, and it is a day to spend all day in temple praying and fasting. And this is a day that you ask for forgiveness for things that you've done over the past year that you're not proud of, and you think about things you have to improve on.
I'm here to talk to you about Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are the two most theologically important holidays in the Jewish calendar. Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year, where we celebrate the New Year and bring it in with festivities and celebrations with family and with our Jewish community. Yom Kippur has a very different tone. It happens 10 days after Rosh Hashanah, and it's considered the Jewish Day of Atonement, where for 1 to 2 days, Jews go to synagogue and think about the ways that they have wronged those in their community and how they could do better in the coming year.
One of the religious holidays that I value the most is Ramadan. It's actually a month long. It's not really a festivity. It's more of a very spiritual experience for a lot of Muslims. It's when we fast morning. Actually, it starts at dawn, so we wake up before dawn. We eat a meal. I usually stuff myself with as much food as I possibly can, and drink a lot of water, and then we don't eat or drink at all until sunset.